Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today's video is a little bit different than normal. I will be showing you how to make creme brulee. I posted a picture on my Instagram of it a few weeks back and had some people asking me to make this video, so I thought, why not? So this is kind of like what's cooking, I guess. I'm going to try and do videos like this if I get some good feedback. You know, maybe once a week or once a month, I don't know. So leave me comments, let me know how you like this video. And yeah, so let's get started. So the ingredients you will need are some egg yolks, pure vanilla bean. You can also use vanilla extract or vanilla powder, but vanilla bean makes it taste incredible. It takes it to a whole new level. It also gives it that really cute texture of like the little black dots throughout it, and it just tastes like vanilla ice cream, so I recommend using vanilla bean. I also have some sugar, a pinch of salt, and some heavy cream. You'll also need to fill up a tea kettle with some water so you can get that boiling as well. You're going to want to turn your burner on to medium heat, and to that you want to add your heavy cream, your sugar, your vanilla bean, and I will have all the exact measurements on my blog, which I will leave a link in the description to below. That's a lot. I like a lot of vanilla bean in mine. Okay. So you get all that in there. You also want to add your salt. Now you can begin whisking. So just grab any whisk and just whisk all these ingredients together. You're going to whisk these together until your mixture gets very hot. Do not allow it to boil because then your cream is going to start thickening. You just want it to get really, really, really hot. You'll know it's hot when you can touch it and it hurts your finger, but you don't yet see bubbles. So make sure you do not leave this mixture. Just let it do its thing. Don't leave the room. While you are doing this, though, you can work on your other mix. So you can start working on your egg yolks. I have a bowl here, and I already added 5 tablespoons of sugar. And I'm going to add my egg yolks. And just take the whisk, and you want to whisk your sugar and your egg yolks together until it's all completely incorporated. I don't know if you can see this, but it'll look very yellowy, and you'll know it's done when it's a lot brighter. So I have 6 ramekins here. They are about this size. You can really use any kind you want. A lot of people recommend using the ones that are very thin, so about that high, and that are like more wide. I just prefer this one, and this is all I have, so I'll use this one, but use whatever you have on hand. So you want to place it onto a tray, a baking tray that has a lip about 1 or 2 inches, because you're going to add hot water to this to create a double boiler. So yeah, make sure you have a tray. You can place them in the tray, and once this mixture here is done, your cream mixture, we are going to add it to our egg mixture, and we're going to do it very slowly, a couple drops at a time, just to temper the eggs so they don't get scrambled. And then I'll show you what to do after that is all done. Okay, so at this point you can preheat your oven to 350, and you can start letting that warm up. We are almost done. This mixture is almost done, warming up. I still haven't added it to this yet, but when it's completely warmed, I'm going to add it to this, and that will give my oven enough time to preheat and get all of this going. What you can also do is start boiling your kettle of water, so fill it up all the way. You're going to need it, and you can just start boiling it, get that going, and this is going to be ready too for when you need to fill up your tray. So I just took this mixture off the heat. It was hot enough. So I am now going to slowly add it to my egg mixture because you want to temper this, otherwise they will scramble. So take your time here and just keep whisking all the time. Do not stop. Okay, so you don't want to mix it too much because you don't want a lot of foam forming. The more you mix, the more foam it's going to be, and then that's going to leave bubbles and foam in your actual like creme brulee in the ramekins when it's cooled. So you just want to kind of stir it enough, and just you don't want to form too much foam. Okay, so my mixture is done. It's all in here. I don't even know if you can see this, but it is pretty much ready to just pour into my ramekins. Okay, so I'm going to go pour it now into the ramekin. So I have a bowl where it has the spout. You can transfer it to a measuring cup, or you can just use a ladle to spoon it in if you don't have something like this. But you want to just divide the batter or mixture, I guess, evenly among all of your ramekins. Now, the trick here is you don't want to fill them up all the way if you have the same kind of ramekins that I do. The reason is because it's not going to cook evenly, and it's going to be too thick, and the inside's not going to be cooked enough. You want to just be about 1 inch or 1.5 inches deep in each of these. So once this is in here, let it sit for a minute or two to just kind of set a little bit. Then you are going, I'm going to clean up, I dumped a little bit of the creme brulee mixture into the tray. I'm just going to clean it up, get some paper towel and do that. But if you do that, yeah, clean that up, and then once these are sitting for a little bit, that's when you can go place them in the oven, and I will show you what to do next. So this is about how full they are. You can see that they're still about 1.5 inches, or actually almost 2 inches around in each of these. So these are pretty well set. So now you can go ahead and place them into your preheated oven, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so my oven, these are ready to go in the oven, so I'm going to go place it on a middle rack. Just very carefully. Leave half the tray sticking out, because you can now go ahead and take your hot water that you boiled and just dump it in the tray very carefully. You want to fill up about halfway up the creme brulee dish, up the ramekin. So if you only filled up your ramekins halfway, then you're going to fill up the water to 1/4. So you want to go halfway up to the mixture, if that makes sense. All the steps, and again, the recipe's on my blog, which I'll put a link in the description for you guys. Hope if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you can read the instructions, then it probably will make more sense than my talking. So these are going to bake anywhere, depending on your oven. These are going to bake anywhere between 30 minutes and 45 minutes, so you're going to want to check on them. You don't want them to burn, so I really don't know what your oven is like. Mine, they take about half an hour to 35 minutes, and then they burn really quick after that, so you're going to want to keep an eye on it. When you shake the tray and you see that the mixture isn't shaking, it looks more like jello and it's stiff, that's when you know they are done, and you can go ahead and pull them out of the oven. So I will let mine cook, and I'll show you what they look like when they're done. So I just pulled the creme brulee out of the oven. They are scorching hot, so be very careful when you're doing this. Also careful with the water, because it's really hot as well. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just take them right away and transfer them to either a cooling rack, or I'm going to put them on oven mitts. Because you don't want them to sit in the water, because they will cook more if they're sitting in that hot water. Perfect. So they're taken out of the oven. So what you do is you want to let them cool until they're okay to touch. And once they're cool enough, usually maybe 15-20 minutes, you can go ahead, cover them with saran wrap, and transfer them to the fridge. So this is the best part, because if you are trying to make creme brulee for a big dinner party or something, and you don't want to have to do it all that day, then what you can do is you go cook them, do all of the steps up until now, and then you let them sit in the fridge and keep them up in the fridge for like a week and a half. I don't know, I've kept mine up for 2 weeks and they tasted great. And all you have to do the day of is pull them out and just put some sugar on the top and just torch it. If you don't have a blowtorch, you can stick them into the oven under broil and let them broil until all the sugar is caramelized. So you can go ahead and do that if you have a broiler, which I think every oven does. But yeah, if you have a blowtorch, they're so cheap. You can go pick one up from like Walmart, Canadian Tire, anywhere really. And yeah, just throw some sugar on top and just torch them. But regardless, you have to let them sit in the fridge and cool for 3 hours. If you don't, it won't be like that thick, creamy consistency. It'll be more like, I don't know, just like, it'll be more watery like they are right now. So you have to let them firm up. But yeah, this is like the best dessert ever. We have some people coming over tonight, so I'm just going to throw some sugar on the top and just pull out the ones I need, and the rest are going to stay in the fridge for my husband and I during the week, and yeah, it's perfect. So I'm going to let mine cool in the fridge, and I'll show you how to torch them when the time comes. So I just want to show you what they look like when they came out of the oven. You can see that they have like a dark rim on the outside, and the inside's just Oh my gosh, so good. So I'm gonna go cover these with saran wrap, and then I'm gonna go ahead and transfer them to the fridge. So I just pulled this out of the fridge. It's been in there for about 4 or 5 hours. So I went and put 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar on the top. Kind of looks like that if you can see it. So you just want to take the sugar and swish it around. You can even use your finger to just get it to go all the way on the outside, or use a spoon. So you want to make sure the sugar is completely even. So you just want to grab a torch, and you're going to put it on, and you're going to just torch the creme brulee, and you're going to see it starting to bubble, and then it'll start turning brown, and then you just keep going as much as you like it. So I like mine pretty brown. I like it almost like it has like a burnt taste to it, but you really just want to do as much or as little as you like, and you can put as much sugar as you like as well. So you keep going until it is all completely caramelized, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so I finished torching it, and now you gotta let it sit. I would say at least 15 minutes. The longer you let it sit, the harder the candy gets on the top. So you'll know it's ready when you take a spoon and you tap it. Oh, yeah, see, like you don't even hear it. But when you tap it and it makes like a crunchy sound, like it sounds hard, you know if it's done. If you do this and like what happened to mine, it's just sticky, you know it's definitely not done. So I would let it sit for 15 minutes and then go ahead and break into it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. And if you do try out this recipe, then please post a picture on Instagram. I'd love to see your recreation of it. You can give it the hashtag #MarlaEShow. And yeah, I'd love to check it out and see what you guys are all doing. So thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.